everybody. I'm Ann Goldberg.
And I'm David Hall.
And we are the Savvy Seniors. Welcome to the Savvy Seniors Show.
So, I'd like to bring to you a song that I love, and it goes like this. Thank you. Mel Brooks was born Melvin Kaminsky on June 28, 1926 in Brooklyn, New York, to Kate Brookman and Max Kaminsky. The young Brooks worked as a comic in his neighborhood and learned how to play the drums as a teenager from music legend Buddy Rich.
Think about that. Here's this kid. He doesn't know who he's going to be. He comes across this drummer, right?
In the
neighborhood in Brooklyn, and he teaches. And who does the drummer teacher turn out to be? None other than Buddy Rich. It's crazy.
Amazing neighborhood, I imagine. Can you imagine being in that neighborhood? Holy smokes. So, Mel Brooks served in World War II, and then when he returned home, he worked as an entertainer at the resorts in the Catskills.
He credits that time as being really formative for his career. It's where he met Sid Caesar. And he explained in an interview that Sid Caesar really taught him what comedy is about, in that it's about people and their stories and not jokes. And that has really informed Mel Brooks' comedy throughout his career.
He's hysterical, let's face it. He's absolutely irreverent and hysterical. So without further ado,
let's take a look at some of Mel Brooks' comedy.
Oof. Hello. Would you like to have a roll in the hay? It's fun. Roll, roll, roll in the hay.
As a writer and director, Mel has created some of the sharpest and most irreverent comedies of all time.
Throw out your hands, stick out your tush.
Blazing Saddles.
If you're blue and you
later the same year, Young Frankenstein.
Why don't you go where fashion sits?
Plus History of the World Part 1.
The Lord Jehovah has given unto you these 10 commandments.
And, of course, The Producers, which earned Mel an Oscar for Best Screenplay.
Don't be stupid, be a smarty. Come and join the Nazi party.
The story of a Broadway musical about Adolf Hitler.
Will the dancing Hitlers please wait in the wings? We are only seeing singing Hitlers.
You know, Hitler's made me a very good living, you know. I'm one of the few Jews that has survived Hitler well, you know.
In September 2016, President Barack Obama presented Mel Brooks with a National Medal of Arts. President Obama said Mel Brooks was being honored, quote, for a lifetime of making the world laugh. As a writer, director, actor, and musician, he pioneered the art of musical comedy, and his hilarious, thought-provoking work on film and theater have earned him the rare distinction of winning, you ready, an Oscar, an Emmy, a Tony, and Grammy Awards.
He's in that exclusive club of only 15 entertainers in the world, certainly in the United States, who are EGOTs, Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, and Tony winners.
Yep, and his Emmys were for The Producers and an appearance on Mad About You. And his Grammys were for the 2,000-Year-Old Man.
For that record, right?
And he got one Oscar for the screenplay for
The Producers.
And 3 Tony Awards for
the producers.
Yeah. And he also created no, I did it again.
It's the wrong theme song.
You remember Maxwell Smart's Secret Agent 99?
Get Smart.
Mel Brooks was responsible for creating Get Smart.
Yeah.
So we love this guy. Mind Matters.
We have have this picture for you. So tell us, at your first glance, what do you see? Think about it. Think about it. Now, here's the question. Are you seeing a bird, or are you seeing a cat?
Bird or cat? You probably see both now that we've suggested it, but what did you see first and what did you see second?
I saw the bird first, and then when I read or cat, and then finally I saw the cat, and I was like, what?
Mm-hmm.
How is that even possible?
Optical illusions, we love them.
And for our next picture, we just couldn't help ourselves. I just absolutely fell off my chair laughing when I saw this. So, for your pleasure, is it a Muppet?
Or is it something else? I'm not even going to say.
Or is it a woman leaning over a purse? I love that. A couple of weeks ago, specifically 16 days ago, I was out riding my bike. And I was having so much fun. And I like to ride hands-free, work on my balance. Oh, the weather was beautiful. I was sailing along. And then I attempted to do something that, in retrospect, wasn't a good choice. And the result was that I fractured 2 ribs. And here's the thing, it was so fascinating. As through my life, I wake up, and shortly after I wake up, I sneeze. Now, I don't know if you've ever broken a rib before, any of you watching, but a sneeze is a horrifying thought because the pain is explosive. About 10 days into it, I said to David, oh my God, I just realized I haven't sneezed since I broke my ribs. How powerful is my mind, is all of our minds, that literally my body did not sneeze for 12 days.
Mind over matter.
Mind over matter. Mind matter. Yeah, absolutely. So I wanted to share that with you because when something is going on, this whole episode, we've really had a theme about managing our thoughts. We've been talking about the power of mindfulness and focused, directed, intentional thought. If my body, if my mind was strong enough to not sneeze for 12 days, imagine what I can do and what you can do if I really put my focused intention on it.
Love ducks. My favorite animal of all time. Wow. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at this. Woo! Come here. And we also want to finish up our show with our virtual hug.
Yeah, of course.
So it's so important to take a moment to close your eyes and acknowledge yourself and love yourself, and to give yourself a loving hug, just like this. Ooh, I can feel things break, cracking, and all sorts of ribs.
Don't talk about cracking ribs.
I know. Talk about mindful intention. Thank you for watching. Ooh. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you on our next episode of The Savvy Senior Show. Bye.